They make him sit upright. Get up. He will sit up in a state of fear, terror, scared. Imagine yourself, guys, sisters, imagine yourself. This is not a fairy tale. This is reality, it's a fact. Imagine yourself on that day. Wallahi, we are going to confront this. Munkar wa nakir, we are going to confront them before our very eyes. This is not a fairy tale. This is what's going to happen to all of us. They confront him. Who is your Lord? They will ask him. Who is your Lord? Ah, la adri. I do not know, he says. He doesn't know. La darayta wa la talayt. You do not know, nor did you recite. What is your religion? Ah, la adri. I do not know. Who was the man that was sent amongst you? Oh, I heard someone say such and such, I will set him. And then it will be said, you did not know, nor did you read about him, whereby he will be hit with a metal hammer, causing him to scream in severe pain, whereby all creation hears him except man and jinn. And thus, the Almighty Lord here answers or announces the test result of this examination from the heavens. My servant lies. Imagine that failure. Imagine your Lord saying, my servant lies. Brothers and sisters, subhanallah, is that what you want to hear in the grave? Your Lord calling out from the heavens, my servant lies. Is that what we want to hear? Wallahi, brothers and sisters, no. Wallahi, brothers and sisters, no. And you have the chance that you can make that answer. My servant tells the truth. You have the ability still until this day, because you're still alive, alhamdulillah. My servant lies. So spread for him, provide for him furnishing from hellfire, clothe him from hellfire, and open for him a door from hellfire. Thus its heat and fierce hot wind reaches him, and then his grave becomes contracted, constrained, restricted all around him, causing his ribs to break. I don't know if I can do it like this. But not as easy as this, guys. Not as easy as this. Wallahi, brothers and sisters, this is the day to come. And then appears before him a man with a very ugly appearance, repulsive clothes, and a foul smell. He says to him, I am here to give you evil tidings that will displease you. This is the day that you have been promised. How many times do you go to a disbeliever and say, brother, this is the truth. This is Islam, the way of life. And he mocks and laughs and jokes. He'll remember this day. On this day, he'll remember all this. Because when he remembers this, it gives him more remorse, more sort of grief. And then he says to this believer, evil tidings from Allah Ta'ala be to you too. Who are you? Your face is one that brings evil. He says, I am your evil deeds. I am your Friday and Saturday nights. I am your gambling, your alcohol, your drugs, your theft, your fornication, your obscenity, your indecency. I am the evil that you performed. Wherever he went, he ate like an animal. He slept like an animal. He drank like an animal. He looked like an animal. He acted like an animal. Wallahi, the animals are better than him. The animals glorify, praise their Lord, while this person glorified and praised this world. He was a slave of a dirham or dinar. He was a slave of no other than paper. Subhanallah. Brothers and sisters, this is, say, $100 bill, the largest bill in Australia. Let it be $1 billion bill. This bill, $1 billion, is just going to save you from hellfire. And how can a person be a slave to a paper? A piece of paper, it can be torn, destroyed. How can a man or a lady be a slave to a paper? Worth nothing, nothing at all. Think. The money that you are given is only to get you through this life. Not so you can hoard and store worldly possession day after day. Every cent that you are given is an examination for you. It's going to be either for or against you. Those who just will always store, hoard, gather. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. Oh, my children. Oh, my children. I'm mustaqbal for my children, they say. Load of lies. Load of garbage. And then a door in the direction of paradise is open for him. This is the disbeliever now. A door in the direction of what? Paradise is open for him. He views its bounties, its comfort, its luxury, its beauty, its sweet aroma comes to him. He views it. And then he is told that Allah Ta'ala has deprived you from this. So another door is open for him from where? To hellfire. From the hellfire. And he views its various parts crushing each other. And then a blind, deaf and dumb person is appointed to him. Carrying in his hand is a sledgehammer. Don't try to imagine a sledgehammer that we got in this world. A sledgehammer. This is in the grave, creatures, in the grave. In the grave. Don't look at the grave only say 6 foot down or whatever, or 1 meter by 2 or whatever. No. You cannot comprehend what is happening to this person now. This is a life of the interspace. We do not know exactly how this is happening. The size and so forth. This is the knowledge of the unseen. The only time it will be seen to you is when you die. SubhanAllah. The only time it's going to be seen to us when we die. They say that people have come back from the dead. From the dead. Oh, I saw tunnels. Oh, I saw this. Load of garbage. Oh, people of infidelity. They are infidels. Not worth a penny. And then this person who is appointed to him, carrying a sledgehammer in his hand. That sledgehammer, the narration mentions, if he hit a mountain, it will cause it to fall like dust. This sledgehammer. So it's not going to be like this fault. You need to try to put a star post in the ground, you can't even hit it into the ground. Unless you got muscles, 21-inch arms or something. So this person is hit with this sledgehammer. It causes him to be dust. It causes this disbeliever to turn to dust. And then Allah Ta'ala restores his body as it was before. And he gets hit again with this sledgehammer. And he shrieks, he cries, he screams. Whereby all creation hear him except man and jinn. It was mentioned that the predecessors, whenever their animal was constipated, they would take him to the disbelieving people's graves. Why? Because they will hear the terror, the punishment that these graves conceal. And thus, you know when they have colic, animals, especially horses, and when they hear the punishment, they let it all go down, the dropping, as though they've had nothing before. The constipation goes out of the fear that they hear from the graves. And then when he sees its evils, he says, "Oh Allah, do not establish the hour. and he's in punishment. However, he says what? Do not establish the hour. Why?